Hello, I'm J.R. Richards and welcome to Cal Legally Fit. I'm going to talk to you today about my fitness journey that I made in 2017, 2018, what exactly I did to make some great results, some adversity that I faced, and I'd also like to thank some of the people who inspired me to do even better. So now I'm going to spend a little bit of time talking to you about what I did to change my life. First is I took a dry January. Right after New Year's of that year, 2017 to 2018, I quit drinking alcohol for a complete month. In fact, I ended up lasting twice as long as I had expected to. Went till the end of February. But for our purposes, my goal was to have a dry January. And I actually achieved that. Second thing that I did is I ate a caloric deficit. And that's the best way to actually lose weight, is to eat healthy food and eat a caloric deficit. And so, famously, I have a good friend who says, well, if you want to lose weight, what do? You eat less. And if you want to gain weight, what do? Well, you eat more. So in this case, you can eat a lot and still have a caloric deficit. And if you're eating less than the calories that you either burn naturally or through exercise, you will lose weight. You cannot lose weight unless you have a caloric deficit. Three is I followed my exercise passion. We'll talk a little bit more about that momentarily, but I did everything under the sun to follow my exercise passion. Fourth is I followed my inspiration. My inspiration truly was Bruce Lee. I was watching a movie one day during the Christmas break, and I saw this movie where Bruce Lee was doing handstand push-ups. I couldn't believe that somebody was doing that. So I started looking up more information about Bruce Lee, how to be like Bruce Lee, and I found out he basically had 8% body fat. He had incredible flexibility, strength, endurance, and speed. I figured out that I was spending way too much time trying to look big and bulky, and not enough time just trying to be healthy and fit in all the ways that Bruce Lee was. So I am going to talk a little bit today about Bruce Lee. So some of the things I did when I was trying to get my life in shape, I started off with the CrossFit challenge. I did that for about 30 days, and then, like I said, I followed my exercise passion. I did jump rope, kickboxing, weights, calisthenics, boxing, running, yoga. I even did portions of the Body Beast program and the Insanity workout. You name it. Basically, if I got bored with one particular thing, I did another thing. I just kept going, working out about 5 times a day, and followed my passion. So I did face some adversity in my health and wellness journey. And one of them it was way too strenuous. Basically, these programs that are out there, they're really not designed for somebody who's 48, 49, and now I'm about to be 50 years old. They're not realistic, and they're not manageable. If you go through one of these 90-day programs, what do you do after that? You either continue on, do it again, or do another ultra fitness program again. And so what I learned during my journey was, well, first off, I was forced to stop because of my age, I believe. I got injured. I didn't know what to do. I had some really bad tendonitis, and I couldn't figure out or find any resources to help me resolve that problem. So here are some things that I learned. First off, I listened to Al Cavadlo. He's going to be linked down below in the description. But one of the things that Al Cavadlo talks about is listen to your body and do what your body can do that day. If you can't run with a weight vest on, run without a weight vest. If you can't run that day because your knees hurt, or your back hurts, or whatever else, how about walking? Some people I know prefer to go on a treadmill. They think it's less strenuous on their back and their legs. Other people swim. There's different solutions depending on what your problems are. For example, you don't have to do squats ass to grass. You can do them down perpendicular. Is that right? Perpendicular? Perpendicular to the floor. The other person who was really, really helpful in my facing adversity was Trevor Bachmeyer. He's also linked down below. He talks about a lot about inspirational things, but the things that I thought was most effective is how to heal myself. Again, I was having this tendonitis. I couldn't find any resource how to do it. He provided some great advice, healed it right up, and I was right back in to my exercise journey again. Now I'm going to talk to you about some of the results that I get. Yes, I was the guy who would go to the restaurant and pull the bun off the burger and eat the burger without fries and veggies for 4 to 6 months. That was me. But I lost 40 pounds. I went from 228 to 188. I went from being able to do 3 crappy pull-ups to 8 strict, good pull-ups. I learned to jump rope, something I could never do before. My range of motion was completely increased. I had a lot better flexibility than I ever had before. I got compliments from people. That was kind of nice. Probably most importantly though is at work, at my law office, my productivity went up. It went so much higher that I was able to sit down and do my work and concentrate and then focus on, hey, I'm going to work out later. I can goof off then. And most importantly, I was really, really happy. So let's see if we can help you get those results too.